Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
53, Mike.
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Good job.
And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
In an NFL that's uncertain from year to year, you know what you're going to get from year to year from tight end Kyle Rudolph. Very consistent, a nice threat in the passing game. The thing he's most proud of, his continued improvement as a run blocker.
Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to launch this. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
You got 3.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. catch is made here. It's the rookie from San Diego State, Kahale Waring. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Completes it out left to Waring. Fights through, and now a crease. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
180, 190.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This is what the defense is going to look like for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the run, Darkwa. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The numbers there for Connery in last week's game. 14 carries, 64 yards. A 2nd down run for Burkhead.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Rivers on the money, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A check on the numbers from Goodwin last week. 6 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it here with Thompson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Let's go!
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here I come again.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On 1st down, Thompson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tackled by Quan Alexander. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson stepping up. He'll try and run. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run with Darquan. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
53 is the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Big Ripper.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Orleans Darquan, his 1st touchdown on the year. as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Block 11!
Buccaneers first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
390! Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wait, 80 hot!
On 3rd down, Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. Keep it gets it on the ground.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? 70, Indy.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Rudolph going to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. On 2nd and 7. Rivers got a man right side. It's Sharp.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On play action, Rivers going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
6 down.
First down, they go back to Burkhead. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Black 15.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
They go play action. Rivers. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. Over the middle to Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run this with Homer. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Darkwan. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Rudolph now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now whistles here before the snap. Look like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now Rivers. He's got his man, Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, baby.
Block the team.
Scoot. I don't think you got it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rivers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Rivers. He gets this one to Boyd. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Set, 380, 180.
Here we go. Look out for number 30. Look out.
Rivers on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Burkhead. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Play action now. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So it's his second miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead, and they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rudolph. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys that they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Get him, boy! It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Wait, 89!
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Complete. He finds Bray. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, pop. Check. Look.
A give to Burkhead on 1st down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check. 3 and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Step 180, round 80. Here we go.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rudolph toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
10 more there and another first down.
Buccaneers first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Burkhead. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Here we go.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. First down, Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the draw, Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
3 plays and out.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Darquan, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Boom all day. Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
It's now 3rd down.
Ready?
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw, and that's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now it's Rudolph. To Thompson on the screen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Army.
Again, it's Rudolph. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Quincy Enunwa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Rivers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now Rivers. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Rivers completes it out left to Waring. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And Gay knocks this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2, a minute 54 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the pass complete to Anunwa. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll look to throw. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Rudolph. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
They'll run with Thompson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here, Lane will just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
It's our field. It's our field.
Rivers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.